I'm back again, guys. I'm back again, guys. I'm back again. I want to talk about this. I'm just not gonna leave it. Oh my God. So, guys, we're gonna talk about love songs. No, we're not talking about love song. I'm trying to look for love song. I'm looking for love songs, but I have to be very careful because I'm gonna put the video on my YouTube channel when I'm done, and certain song will just ruin my video, guys. So, sorry about that. So, guys, I just want to come out and for us to talk about this because I don't want to be sitting doing nothing because I don't want to sleep. When I sleep daytime, I'm not going to sleep at night. 2, I'm facing this problem right now myself for some reason. Some of the things that I'm going to be talking about. And some of the things that I'm going to be talking about is one of the things that I like to share, which is one of the things that I already been through. And I believe, like my experience with love and everything is it's mainly from my underage marriage. I believe if my underage marriage did not happen to me, all of these things are not going to happen to me that I've been through, with the wrong loves. So I want to make awareness, for people to know how to help, people that are going through this, or just how to end this, or just how to understand why so many wrong loves are all over the place now, Hello. Thank you. So a lot of us do wrong love for different reasons. Someone like me, I did that before. It's been done to me from a young age, and then I did it as a young adult because I didn't know any better. I went with someone who I believe did not love me, and I did not love him too, but we got married when I was a young adult. Is the person that brought me here. Why I say he did not love me is that it's not every old person that marries somebody young that love them, even if they're not arranged. I love talking about this, and I've not been doing it here properly, but I promise, guys, I'm gonna do it here properly. I've been taking note of the type of videos that I want to be focusing on. I believe I can focus on so many videos that some are not easy to talk about because I did them myself, but they're gonna save people's life, because I think it's not fair for us that don't know our worth and going for people, because if you don't know your worth, that's when you're gonna go for somebody just for some interest. And it's not also fair for those people that we're going for. I'm sorry. So if anybody think that I'm gonna make them lose, I'm gonna ruin their chance, so I shouldn't talk. I'm sorry, but it's not good for you either. You shouldn't be doing that, It's not good for you, and you're gonna regret it after. I'm telling you this. The quicker you learn to love and appreciate yourself and stop this nonsense, the better. You're not gonna do that, fine. I know it's not easy to do that. And especially when you come from our community. But no community is perfect. Some people just don't know who they are. Doesn't matter what community they come from. But our community is almost like they program us to not know our value and our worth. Not all of us. Some of us, lucky enough, come from a home that do definitely teach us to know our worth and our value. But some of us come from a home that don't teach us that. We have to learn that, And life is not going to help you. Life is not going to allow you to even learn that. In this life, when you don't know your worth, life is not going to allow you to learn that. Life is just going to be like, you don't know who you are. Come here. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy. And just ruin you. Life is just going to help you ruin yourself. You don't know that? Life is not going to be like, okay, you don't know who you are. Come, let me help you. Well, if you want, life can help you in that path. But if you're not going to want, because most likely you're not going to want that. Most likely when you don't know your self-worth and you're a young adult or even a grown-ass adult, subhanallah, you cannot, most of the time you're not going to think, how am I going to save myself? Let me look for some books or some videos to learn who I am and save myself. Most of the time you're not going to do that. You're going to jump on the wrong side because you're stressed. Let's be real. So that's why I talk about the things that I talk about, A lot of us people that doing stuff that we shouldn't do, it's not like we don't care about us. We're too broken to just do the right thing. So for anyone that is gonna think that I shouldn't talk like this because I'm gonna ruin their chance, I'm sorry, but I have to talk because I think this is not good for you, and I know this because I did it before. You're not gonna like the results of this, and you're gonna sit down one day and regret it. I don't care what you get from it, and the person that you're doing it to, if they don't want this done to them, then that's not fair. Why I say that is that some of the old people, they actually love to marry a younger person. Thank you so much. Thank you for donation and support, guys. Appreciate you all. Some of the old people, they love marrying a young person, even if they know that this young person don't love them, they don't care. I'm not talking about even young person like the way I was married very young. I'm talking about like young person like when you're a young adult, and they're so old. They're like 50 or something, or even more, and just taking you. I hate it. When they're like 50 and more, and you're like 20 and stuff like this, and like 30 or something, and they're just taking you, Most of the time, they know that, you don't genuinely love them and stuff. They know that you're lost, and you don't know your what, and, and you need help and everything. They know that, But most of these old people are so evil, so they don't care. They're just gonna play along, like playing dumb, playing dumb, telling you, I love you. You think that you're like, what the hell? Did they not know I don't love them? They know you don't love them. They know it. They just don't care. They want to enjoy you. They just don't care. They know it. So don't worry thinking that, you're scamming them. You're not scamming nobody. They know it. So some of them, not all of them, but the so-called innocent ones, why I'm calling it so-called, I'm not talking about people that, their age is not so much different from the scammer, because then it's harder to know if they're lying. I'm talking about when the person is 20 years older than the scammer and more, and taking the scammer. They're taking the scammer because they know the scammer is a scammer, but they don't care. They're talking to themselves and telling the scammer, you think you're using me? I'm using you. I'm sucking your blood. You think you're using me? That's what they're saying to the scammer. When this scammer is so busy thinking that, that he or she is deceiving them. Like and share this video, guys. This is a very important topic for me. We have to learn our self-worth and to leave these old people alone. These old people, we must leave them alone. We cannot use them for source of income or, form of getting whatever. They're going to teach us how to lose our self-worth and self-value and how to devalue ourselves and ruin our ass. Subhanallah. When they're enjoying, they're actually sucking our blood, guys. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. You think you're deceiving them. Kay ma takk la. This video man maa ngi koy def is about nit ñi nga xam ne dañuy fenal nit ñi di leen takk te bëgguñ leen mbala nekk ak ñoom. Nit ñu bëri ñi nga xam ne yaa ngi nekk ak ñoom te ñoo la mag trop. Ñoom ñoo la gën a xam ne nëboo leen fa ñuy dof lu rek. Ñoo la gën a xam ne nëboo leen. Hello Penda. Waaye li tax ñu nekk ak yow ba tey mooy fa ñuy naan sa deret ji la ñuy naan. Sa deret ji lay soxla moo tax ñuy dof lu mel ni naan lan bugg naa la I love you baby. ñoo ko tey xam ne buggoo leen ñoom ci seen bopp it faale wuñ la deret ji lañ ci soxla yéen ñaar yëpp yuusa ngeen, yéen ñaar yëpp a xamul seen bopp, xamu leen li ngeen doon. moo tax may wax lii, dama ko dee wax gëj naa koo wax nag waaye dafa xam yenn vidéo yoo xam ne si laay focus si fi mu ne nii insha allah, vidéo yoo xam ne dinañ ñu dimbale. fa xam façon ngi mag ñuy takk gune ñoo xam ne surtout suy magi tubaab yi la ak yooyu, waaye xam na ci magi nit ku ñuul tamit, ñoo xam ne ñoom xamuñ ne gune gi fa lay fay fen. mooy ñi nga xam ne liñ magee gune gi bëriwul, waaye ñi nga xam ne liñ magee gune gi mat na 20 fukki at ak lu ci tegu, ñoo la gën a xam ne gune ga fay fen, waaye ñoom ci seen bopp fañ bon te yuus gune ga. xam nañ ne gune ga fa réer te xamut moom mooy kan, xamut valiram. They know that when the person is 20 years older than you or more, right, and they're marrying you or just dating you or whatever, they know exactly that you don't genuinely love them and everything. They're just playing along with your stupid, silly game. When you tell them I love you, they're like, I love you too. Doing stuff with you, enjoying. You think you're deceiving them. You're not deceiving them. They know exactly that you don't love them. They're laughing at you. Dañ la dee ree. When they don't see you, they're laughing at you. It's sad, by the way, guys. Very sad. Fa daw yaram. Fañ lay ree buñ la gisul. They laugh at you. They know you are lying and that you don't love them. But they're just using you just like you're using them to try to get whatever. They're using you to take your blood. And some of them are very bad now that they're not even going to give you what you want. If you want a so-called visa or whatever, a lot of them will not give you it, but they will be flying, coming to sex you and coming back. What they're doing is they're teaching you how to devalue yourself, how to keep losing your self-worth for them. Lot of them want a young person because they say the young people are ambitious and they're happy, they don't have stress. Look at that effing 83-year-old, American woman on Tinder. Go to YouTube, type in 83-year-old woman on Tinder. She's there talking about how she's sleeping with 20-year-olds and everything, and that she love it because the young people, they're not stressed with life like the old people, and that they're strong and determined and happy. That's why she want to ruin them by having sex with them. What happened if she's not using condom? And even this condom thing, she said that she's been doing this for 30 years. 30 years since people have no internet dating, people were doing telephone call dating. She says she started from the telephone call dating until now. How is that woman not going to have HIV and hepatitis Z and hepatitis 1 million? Laughing, talking about how she's sleeping with 20-year-olds. What's funny? What's funny, that woman sleeping with 20-year-olds? I saw her, and when I saw her, she went on a date in the camera. She went on the date, with the black guy. I hated that handsome black guy. I was like, what? Not black guy. No. This thing happened in America. Go on YouTube. You will see that woman, guys. 80-year-old on Tinder. She's telling the women to do it. She said that all of the old women should get out and do this. They shouldn't just sit home and be bored. They should go and put their clothes on and go to Tinder and sex all the young people. This video is not even new. It's like 3 years old or something. That old woman video. I did a topic about it when I saw her, It's not like this is the first time I'm talking about this idiotic old woman. Lot of these people that are old and they love children, they're so idiotic. Hi, thank you. So us, the young people, I'm not young now, but I mean like the young people have to know themselves and know how to stay the hell from these people. And these people, they're so evil. Like, a lot of them have money and they're not going to give it to charity. They're not going to give it to things that can help people. They're just going to use it for sex. When they can use their money, to help charity, and stuff, just help people who cannot even afford food and children who cannot afford school. Like the way I grew up, no school education, nothing. They're not going to help that. They just, even if they're from my country, they're going to use it to marry young people instead of helping the poor. And they're talking about Allah, subhanallah, Allah, yeah, Allah. They don't care about the Allah at all. They're so hypocrite and they like young people and they like sex and everything. And they cannot even do sex anyway. Old people are terrible at sex. Especially old men. They're worse. They're going to drink all the Viagra in the world and they still cannot do anything. No. Ami, I love you from Senegal. Thank you. Love you too, Samba. Lot of the young people that they're going to try to sleep with, they're not even, be able to sleep with them properly. Like these young people, like these old people, a lot of them have to use like Viagra and stuff like this to be able to get their manhood to even move. And even if they drink all the Viagra in the world, their manhood cannot still move. Too old and everything. They should be like praying and drinking some moringa, but they're not going to do that. They're going to jump like to the young people to try to get the young people blood so they can stay alive, these people are evil. I hate it. They know that the young people blood, is vitamin and, it's going to keep them young. And they know it's very expensive. But the young people don't know what they got. It's like when you have something good, you don't know what you have, us humans. Especially when you don't read about it, you don't have knowledge about what you have, You're not going to be able to look after it. I wish I live in Gambia. Because if I was living in Gambia until now, I don't think I'm going to have this knowledge of what I know. Like the problem for, that my culture problem that I know now. I'm screaming every day because of it. If I was in Gambia still, I would just be like my sister, cooking domada, getting married to someone and sitting under the mango tree, making attire, chatting. I like chatting. I was still going to be chatting. But I was not going to know what I know now. But I'm here in Scotland for 15 years. And the fact that I am on my own here this whole time, I got to think, and got to read and got to listen to experts and just got to see my community problem. So I know now what my community problem is. All of these years, I know it. Which is why I opened these videos screaming. And my community people, they don't care. They like telling me to shut up and calling me crazy and going crazy. It's so annoying, guys. Like extremely annoying to deal with such people. So sometimes I wish I never come here so I don't have to know what I know. You know something and you're like, I wish I can just unknow this, It's good in a way because I really will use it to help people. I'm not going to stop helping my community for the ones that want to be helped anyway. And myself. But it's a nightmare, guys. It's a total nightmare to know what I know now. And this community is like still sleeping and just telling me to shut up and finding bridge. You love Gambian women. How do you know Gambian women? I hope you're not one of those people that just using women because they're from this country and they're easygoing. And you just sexing them and going crazy. I'm following you back. Do not do that to any woman, especially Gambian women. Where do you live and who are you? A lot of us Gambian women are stressed because of things that happened to us growing up. So do not use us. If you cannot love us, leave us alone. I don't care who you are, even if you are the queen. Guys, don't make me scream today. That's fine. This is me. I joke with everyone. My followers, I treat them like we're all the same mom and dad. I don't pretend because I'm on camera. I talk to people anyhow. Doesn't mean nothing. But I'm not joking. Some people really do use the Gambian people for sex just because we're beautiful, mashallah, and we're easygoing. Some people use us for sex. That's the reality, and I don't want anyone to do that. But yeah. Some Gambian themselves use people, and no one is perfect. So, but I don't know if that's who you are. I hope not. So jokes aside, I'm just joking. So yeah, guys, keep liking the video and sharing. I'm gonna talk about the people that, scamming people in the name of love, and how to recognize them. I did that before myself. I know, that is been done to me. I did that to someone first, and then someone did that back to me. So I know both when you are lying that you love someone, and I know when someone is lying that they love you. I have experience in both. So what's gonna happen is we have to know that these people that are lying that they love people and they don't. These people are nightmare, by the way. I did it before, so I am on the list as well. Us that lying, we love people and we don't love them. We are a nightmare, total nightmare. Because what happens is the person who don't know who they are, they don't know their self-worth. I'm trying to find my... Oh, I just shouldn't be bothered trying to do the thingy then. I can't find it. Some of us that don't know our self-worth and don't know who we are. Thank you. I sell the hair. You live in the US. You're from East Africa. Where it is East Africa? My fana. Thank you. Thank you. I sell the hair. Oh, Somalia. So how do you know Gambian people then? Were you dating them or were you friend with them? Doesn't matter anyway. So what happened is some of us that share this video, guys, please. You never know who this video might help, It's not an easy video to do, but most of my videos are not easy to do, to be honest. Because I like to talk about reality, I don't like to fake life. Sometimes I joke and, dance, but not all the time. So what happened is a lot of us that, don't know who we are. We don't have self-worth and self-dignity. We are the one that is allowing this so-called, fake love, so-called gold digger love, or whatever you call it. And the people who also know that we don't know our self-worth, we don't have self-dignity, they know it, they're pretending like they don't know, and they know it, not always, but some of them don't know. And they help us to lose our dignity by falling onto, by playing along with our so-called love game. Oh, you have friends from Gambia. Oh, that's nice. You should marry a Gambian woman then. Are you in America? I wanted to move in America, but my friends still want me to move there. But I don't know, it's complicated. My two teenage children going to school here, it's hard to move them. So yeah, guys, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna learn about this. I'll be talking about it, inshallah, once or twice a week. I have different topics that I'm gonna be talking about here, inshallah. So things that I did, and it's not easy. Come here. It's not easy, but I have to talk about it for people who are lost like the way I was, to stop getting lost. And for people who are going to be, who are going to help us to get even more lost. What's the English word? To continue being lost. And for people who are going to be a victim of the fact that we are lost. You have two different people that are going to be your victim of fake marriage or fake love. Two different people. The hair is not expensive. I sell it for £85. It's beautiful and long. You can buy it if you want to support my work. Beautiful long hair. You can buy it if you want to support my work for my community. Or you can always donate me or whatever you want, you know. I have my Cash App and everything link on the bio. Subhanallah, all the links are there. You can easily click on them, subhanallah, if you want, mashallah. So yeah, guys, jokes aside, we have to learn to know that. You know why some people, when they're scamming you, they don't feel sorry for you, especially when you're too old? They know you know they don't love you and that you're using them because of the situation they're in. They know that. That's why they don't give a F. You don't know? We know that you don't love us. You're taking advantage of our situation that we're in, and you're taking advantage of the fact that we don't know our self-worth and self-value. And that's why you agree to this so-called love, but you know it's not love. We know that you know it. Especially when you're too old for us. And we cannot kiss you correctly. We cannot sex you correctly. In the bed, we show you that we don't love you. You know it. And you're just playing along like you're mad. Going like you're mad. Subhanallah. Thank you. And we be like, what the hell? This person don't know I don't love them or what? And then on your own you will saying, this idiot, I know she doesn't love me, or he. Look at what they're doing. I know they don't love me, but I'm just going to play along and enjoy myself anyway. And for us alone, we'll be like, what the hell, man? This person don't know I don't love them? How they still playing along with this? And then, you know, when you ask them, sometimes you ask us, do you love me? You know, that my old guy that brought me here, he used to ask me that. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you asking me this? You expect me to tell you I don't love you? How am I going to tell you that when you have to marry me and take me to Scotland? And I'm going to tell you, no, I don't love you. And he used to be like, Amy, do you love me? Like, looking at me like this. I say, yeah, I love you. He's like, really? I said, yes. Why are you asking me that? Huh? Why are you even asking me that? If I don't love you, did I will marry you? And he'll be like, what the hell? But Amy, you never like kiss me or hug me or like make me feel loved. I'm like, oh well, I'm just very African, I guess. We don't do this in Gambia. We do it in Gambia. No, life make us do crazy stuff. We do it. Gambians are very romantic. We're very romantic, guys. Not all, but a lot of us are very romantic. Especially if you meet the right Gambian person, you'll be like, what? They will love you so much. Hello, thank you, guys. Keep liking the video, guys. This is not a joke. This video is very serious. It's for us to learn how to love and protect ourselves. And the people that, okay, I'm going to explain. I'm going to try to calm down and explain this. You have two different victims. Two people that are going to be your victim. Two people that you're going to deal with. You that don't know your self-worth. You that is the gold digger. You that don't know your value. You that is using love to gain what you want from life. Either it's money, visa, whatever. You that is going to go for the, you know, the older person that is so ugly and old and wrinkled and cannot kiss you and, you know, just so old and soft. I hate old people when they try to touch you. They're so soft and old and ugly and so disgusting. They touch you, you feel like vomiting and you're faking, you're like kissing them but don't want to bring your tongue out, you know, because you hate them. Hi. You're kissing them and your tongue is, they try to put their tongue in your mouth. You're like, oh, take it away. And you're like, you know, sinking your tongue in on your throat, in your throat. That happened to me. And the person is like, where's your tongue? And you're like, Lie, guys, live. Thank you. Love you guys too. I like to talk about real life stuff, you know? These things that are not comfortable to talk about. That's what we should talk about. That's the reality. Oh God. So what happened is, when the person is lost and they don't know their self-worth, you should help them if you are human. But you don't help them to be more lost because you're older than them. You know why they're doing what they're doing. But you're so idiotic and just think of your and just go for it. Stop and leave them alone. Okay. So you that is gonna go for people who don't love you, because you don't know your self-worth. You're gonna have two types of victims. One victim who don't really know that you're playing game. Sometimes like they know it, but they don't want to agree, Most of the time, by the way. But sometimes they really don't know it. And these are most of the time the ones that are not too older than you. Or they're not even older than you at all. The ones that are too older than you, like my one that married me. Hello. Like my one that brought me here. Who married me when I was 24 and he was 60. Triple my age almost. Hey, subhanallah. That one, he knew that I did not love him. Not because he's too old, but I never want to kiss him, and just never want to even hug him, cuddle him, sex with him. It's hardly ever have sex with him. And the sex is always rubbish, And at first I tell him, you have to marry me before you sex me. And even after he married me, it was still like no sex. Like I'm always like coming up with excuses for us to not have sex. And whenever we have it, it's just the worst sex. It's not sex because they're too old. They think cannot walk, and just the thing is like they're trying to put it and it's like they try push and it's like, just like I'm dead. I can't go in. I'm dead. I love it though. I hate it that that they're too old and they always try to get us. Hello. I love it that they think cannot walk. I'm like, And I think he was drinking Viagra or something. I can't remember what. I remember him going in the kitchen and trying to drink something in the evening. I don't know what that was. Guys, it's not good, marrying these people that you don't love and stuff and they're too old. But I know what I know and I thank God. If I know what I know now, then I was never going to do it. Like now, if the older person near me, I don't care they have millions of pounds, I'll slap them. But I didn't know what I know then. But it's not easy, but it's for us to learn from it, jokes aside. So the people that are coming to you for you to marry them and, and they're too old. The ones that are too old, like they double your age. For example, you're 20 and they're 40. They know, me, I'm 41 now. They know that you don't love them. They know it. But it's like you're buying, drugs or something. You shouldn't buy the drug and the owner know they shouldn't sell you the drug. Simple. But you're still going to buy it and joke and laugh. Yeah, hi, whatever. I never use drug, but people use it, I guess, laughing like they're buying alcohol, yeah. Or cigarette. Laughing knowing that this is going to kill you. But you're like, hi, can I have one packet? And they're like, yes, here's your cigarette. Bye, have a good day. So it's like that. These people, they know that, that they shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do it and that's it. But you're all just playing along, like you're mad. You're just playing along like you're not human, like. And you know what you're doing is wrong. What if your wife is 20 years older than the man? That's for the most case. It's not love as well, but it can barely be love, but it can depend. If the woman is like 40, for example, and the man is 20, but he looks so big. Like for me now, I'm 41, but I don't know. I think a 20-year-old can genuinely love me, but I'll be thinking, ew, you crazy. But because when I dress, I don't look my age, and I look after myself. I eat healthy. I drink water. Like my skin is good. For example, like like a lot of people say I look younger than my age sometimes. So for example, like you can see some 40-year-old that don't look their age and stuff, and a 20-year-old can love them. I think, especially if the 20-year-old is lost or they just happen to love you randomly. Miracle happen, but. Some people, they just love you because they are lost, even if the love is genuine. It's complicated to explain. Because even if the love is genuine, you should know where to take it. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I look 36. Thank you. So what happened is, people that love you, and and they're too old, and they're like, I love you, and they like double your age and even more, and they're kissing you and everything. I love my wife 100%. She is 20 years older than me. Where is she? Is she abroad? Did she cross you across like I I had my ex cross me across too? Did she cross you across or what? Something fancy. Who is she? Is she from here or what? Tell me more. How do you meet her? Some love are just so funny, and they're like, we love each other. You're like, yes, okay, okay, and you just can't say nothing. You're just like, okay. I told you, this man used to look at me in the eye and tell me, Amy, why do you marry me and you don't love me? And I'm like, how dare you talking to me like that? So you mean I'm a gold digger or what? I love you. Why will I marry you if I don't love you? And this man is laughing. He used to laugh like this. He used to be like, wow, Amy, what the hell? You hate my God. You never have sex with me. You never even kiss me properly. I'm like, what the hell? You only think about sex and kiss. To fear. What's wrong with you? Is that what you marry me for? And I love sex and kiss. Especially when I love the person. I'm like a white person kissing all over the place. But with this man, I was like, to fear. I hate kissing him. His lips were so soft and old. Ibrahim, Netherlands. Is that where you meet him or what? Sorry, not him. I hope it's not him. Anyway, that's even worse. I don't want people to turn gay. I want a husband. Guys, doesn't matter gay or not. Let's talk about this, guys. Very serious. So, like I said, the people that are gonna marry you, and they don't love you, and you don't love them. They don't love you. They just want to enjoy your nice body, beautiful body. Playing. Oh, old people are like cats, especially European old people. They like playing, they like a sick cat with the young people all the time. I hate it. They know you don't love them, guys. They know you are lost. They know you don't know your self-worth. They know you need healing worse than Ami Job do. They know you don't know who you are. They're just playing along, laughing. They're laughing at you like you're laughing at them. Someone tried to get in, but I cannot just take the random people. This is serious. This topic is very serious. We're in Gambia. What we're in Gambia? I grew up in Serekunda, but my people are in Tanje now, in my house there in Tanje. My compound there. That's where my mom is now. Listen, guys, this is very serious. My family with me. I have 3 little sisters, all married. I have 1 older sister. I have 1 younger brother. I'm not lying. Any of these things I always tell you guys about my story and the things I've been through and stuff, they're all real. All of my families with me, they're alive. Why should I lie about stuff? Who want to be lying that this thing happened to them, these horrible things? No one wishes for this. But it's time for us to be awakened with our community and tell the truth. If we don't come and be like, look at this is what happened to me, or this is what I did, they cannot change. If you're just talking like, hey, don't be a scammer, it's not nice. They cannot change. You have to tell them the reality, like, look, I did this and this has been done to me, but we have to stop it because Hi. I'm gonna unfollow you. I thought you're following me. Some of you be telling me hi or something, and when I think you're following me, when I follow you, I see that you don't following me, and you don't following me. Hey God, I see that you're not following me, and I just take out my following because I want to save it. I don't want to reach 10,000 now, and then I'm gonna have somebody who love me and watching me, and I'm gonna follow them because I'm following people who don't care about me. Guys, let me focus on this topic. It doesn't matter in relationship. That's a lie. Blue lie, green lie, yellow lie, red lie. Yes, it's a red lie. what the hell blue lie. No, whatever the hell blue lie. It's a red lie. Banya mata. You go and marry 100-year-old now. Me now, you give me 100-year-old. When his dick cannot even walk, subhanallah. Like, the dick is like a dead carrot. Why should I want that? I will hate him. I will just make him a cup of tea and say, Granny, you want to go to bed? Why would you telling me age doesn't matter? What kind of a hopeless talk is that? That's for people who don't want to offend people and people who are hopeless. Those type of people use this word. I don't use certain word. Too forward for that. Banya mata. Go and marry your grandmother. Take them out of the grave, your grandmother, and marry the bones. Oh my God, my coffee is finished. For better, for worse. For better, for worse, never. When you marry someone that is not your type, the moment you have the visa or you're tired of the money or whatever, sometimes they don't even give you the money there for a long run, unless if they're rich. They can just give you certain money and experience you, for a while and just... Because sometimes you get tired too, because when you're doing that, it's like you're lost. So you keep saying that, oh, I can do better than this. I shouldn't do this. You keep saying that to yourself. So you cannot really give them what they want, and whatever you give them will never be enough because that's what they're after you for. They're after you for that. So it doesn't matter how much you give them, it's not enough. They always want more because they know that very soon you can leave them anytime. They know that this relationship can be finished anytime. No, I'm not doing my life for only Gambian people. I'm doing it in English for everybody that cannot understand Wolof. I do Wolof too, but not all the time. Sometimes I do Wolofs, but sometimes I'll do English for Gambians and other people that cannot understand Wolof. My wife was pregnant by a man and we finished now. What do you say about that? Depend who your wife is if she love you. A lot of you marry a woman that don't love you. This is the problem. A lot of men do this mistake, especially African men. I don't know other men. African men love women who don't love them. They hate women who love them. A lot of them do. And they have this crazy saying that, especially in my country, they will be like, you have to marry a woman who loves you more than you love her. Hello, Janga. Mansi Jamari, Mbaru Dara. Oh, that's fine. Mbaa yaa ngi okay la dama nekk di def vidéo nii sax moo tax waa ëllëg looy de Thursday nag or Friday waaye binda ma rek after ñu wax ko waa okay bye take care. Sorry guys, one of my friends called me. The way I talk though, compared to how I talk in my videos. A lot of my followers, when they call me, they're like, is that Ami Jobe? Hello. Ami la buga waxal. Li Ami Olof la. I'm like, wow, man la Ami Olof kañ. Ami Olof. Hello, Ami Olof yaa ne nii. Wow, man la. They're like, what? This is like so calm and nice compared to the person on the videos. These videos are just like my under mango tree, guys. I told you guys, this video are my mango tree in Gambia. That my mango tree in my compound is my videos. That's why whenever I'm here, it's like I'm comfortable with my bowl of rice under the mango tree. Talking about all what my community did to me. All what I hate and what I love. I love these videos, guys. I'm just 100% me here. You don't know? If you want to know me, just watch my videos here. Like... watch how I think, and stuff. That's it. It's easy. Tell me the caller, she is interrupting us. She's my friend. Leave her alone. Tell the caller, sorry, yeah. So your wife, I don't know, like I was saying, it could be your wife, that don't love you. That's why she's doing that, whatever that is that she did. Or, yeah, because a lot of you guys get married. This history happened in my country a lot also and other African countries. People get married to people who don't love them just because they're young and beautiful, like I talk about in my videos all the time. And because they're in Europe, they can afford to marry that person. And they know that most likely the person family will agree because they're in Europe. So they go for it. Lot of these people that marrying people that they shouldn't marry, they know what they're doing. They're not mad. They know exactly what they're doing. They're just trying to follow their interest, and follow their feelings instead of looking at the reality and do the right thing. Life is very simple. We just have to do the right thing. Thank you guys for donation and likes. Share the videos, guys. These videos are not easy to talk about. They're not easy to talk about. And whenever I use my experience to educate my community, they use it against me to bully me. So it's not easy, but that's the only way forward, guys. We have to be real with life. Things that already happened and shouldn't happen, I will never go back to them, even if you pay me 1 million. That's why I'm talking about it, because I know I'm done with them. And they're wrong. I know they're wrong. I don't care I did it. I know they're wrong. Some of the thing that is done to me is wrong, and some of the thing that I did is wrong. That's why I'm talking, Anyway, so our community have this saying that a woman have to marry a man who love her more than she love him, because then she will stay. Because of the love will make her stay and take all your nonsense, and she will muñ. Muñ is bearing pain. Bearing pain is muñ in my language, Gambia and Senegal, Wolof. And they said if the woman love you so much, she will muñ and stay no matter what. This is a very popular saying that is insane, very damaging popular saying that my community people love to say. This is why they cannot have good love. Especially the men, they love to say that marry a woman who love you more than you love her. The women say the same thing too. They will say to the other women, marry a man who loves you, not the man you love. The man have to love you more than you love him, because then he will be a good man to you. And he will look after you and listen to you. Because a lot of our men don't listen to us at all. They hate it. They call themselves not manly when they're listening to us, which what being a man is. They say that that's not manly at all when you listen to the woman. What the hell? Someone was calling me and cancel it. A lot of our men say when you listen to the woman, you're not manly. And that's what being a man is, isn't it? So, Tuesday today. So, because a lot of our men still until this age, this DNA, until this day, until this minute I'm talking to you, right now as I'm talking to you, a man is marrying a woman who he knows 100% that this woman don't love him. And he's not mad. It's not even a scam love. It's not like the man is even old. The man can be even a young man. And the woman doesn't have to be old. But he believes that when he do that, the woman will stay. Because of the woman will love him and stay. This is a very crazy way of thinking and cannot make any love work. The woman cannot just stay because she loves you when you're not going to be a good man to her because you don't love her. You cannot even enjoy when you are in bed with her because you don't love her like she loves you. You're going to get bored of her loving you and you don't love her. So how is that going to work? You're going to hurt her feelings. Why do you want somebody that you're going to hurt her feeling and she's going to stay and muñ forever? Why do you want someone to muñ and cry forever? Hello. So, a lot of our women are muñing and crying because the men believe that if you marry somebody who loves you more than you love them, they will stay. So, when the man have a woman who love him and the other woman who don't really love him, he will always choose the woman who loves him for the most part, instead of waiting until he has somebody that they both love each other. You understand what I'm saying? they always gonna choose. No, I don't wanna be resting because I don't wanna sleep daytime, and I cannot sleep daytime anyway. I had very tiny rest and jump after I had my shower. I have a lot of energy after the workout, by the way. Anytime I did workout, I'm crying, but when I finish, when I'm done, I have so much energy. And I had a coffee, and I'm all soured and everything, so I'm like all energetic. So what happened is, the community don't know who to choose to love. And that's why the community normalize gold diggers. The community actually make you a gold digger. They program you to be a gold digger. And when you are a gold digger, they don't like it. Who are these people trying to come in here? I don't know them, and they just randomly sending me requests. So yeah, guys. So when the person love you and when the person don't love you, it's totally different. And for the most part, the person you don't love will know you don't love them, because love is not easy to fake. For the most part, they're just faking it with you because they have interest in you. For either you are helping them or they're helping you and you're helping them back, you know. So it must be one of those things why they're playing along. But for the most part, they know you don't love them. Everyone that yeah, I know I talk a lot, but I'll help you block you so you don't like it. You can find a barrage and watch some meditation video quietly. Thank you. I talk a lot and I love it. I have energy. You don't talk a lot. I hope you don't, because you seem to be talking a lot here. And if you don't talk a lot, doesn't mean that you're better than me. You're doing other things a lot. Other things that I don't do. For example, the way you're typing to me here, I talk a lot. I never did that to someone that is just doing video, random video. They're not insulting no one. They're not doing anything bad. And I'm like, you talk a lot. I never did that. So you talk more than me. Anyway. So, guys, like the community program you to be a gold digger. It's like what I was saying yesterday. For example, they'll tell the mother that if your husband is not a good man, as long as he's supporting you in the house, you have to shut up and take all his nonsense. And when the man behave like that and the children see that and knowing fully well that my mom is just staying here because my dad have a nice house or nice car or giving my mom money, but it's not like because my dad is kind and loving like what my mom deserve, then you're teaching the children to value those things, you know, house, money, car, over their feelings and over the right thing. So when the children grow up and allow people to marry them, people they don't love because of interest, then you call them a gold digger. Why are you calling them a gold digger now? When you are a gold digger or don't know your self-worth or exchanging your value and your self-worth over whatever. That's how you bring them up. Do you not know that? That's how you bring them up. And now you don't like it that they're doing it. They're doing exactly what they did, what you did. It's just they're doing it a different way. If you have a husband that is not good to you, he's cheating, lying, even physically abusing you, verbally abusing you, cannot tell the truth, cannot kiss you, cannot love you, cannot hook you, cannot spend time with you, and the children as well for the most part. The children know when they have a good dad and when they have a dad that is not good. They're not stupid. Just like they know when they have a good mother or when they have a mother that is not good to them. So, and then you're sitting there crying, complaining, talking on the phone to friends, family members, the children hearing you, especially my language people. We don't normally watch what we're saying around children. We normally talk about everything in front of the children. Talking on the phone, talking to your mom or your auntie or whatever, or just talking to the child, dad, or just the children seeing the environment, seeing the behavior that this thing don't have love. This thing don't have romantic and love and honesty. This thing is fake. Why is my mom like a housemaid in the house? Why is my mom not connecting with my dad like a normal couple that I see in the movie or just see? Why is my mom and my dad different? Why they're not showing love to each other? The children can see, like, they're not stupid. They see there's no romantic love. No real love going on. So you doesn't matter if you're cooking, cleaning, or whatever, and whatever, and you're faking the love sometime in front of the children. The children not mad. So the children growing up, you're teaching them that it's okay to be with someone that you're not happy with or you don't have a romantic love with, as long as they do A, B, and C. As long as they give you a house, as long as they give you money to eat, as long as da. My ex-wife kept secret from me and took low upon my parents. Law or low? What do you mean? Sorry, but maybe your ex-wife didn't love you. This is what I'm saying. Why you marrying someone who don't love you? Why my community people like to marry women who don't love them? Hope you're not marrying men anyway. We need husbands still. We need husbands. So why are you marrying women who don't love you? Why a lot of you guys always marry women because they look beautiful and they look young and they have nice bum and nice eyes or nice lips or whatever. Why? You have to marry someone who love you. You know when the woman love you and when she don't. You're not crazy. You're just playing along like you're dumb. You're not dumb. You're just hoping she will change. And my country, they have a lot of saying that is damaging. They say that women don't love, they just get used to you. Jigéen du bugg dafay mean. My country people, Gambia and Senegal, especially Senegal, they use it more often. But even Gambia too. They say jigéen du bugg dafay mean. That this is a very damaging word that is damaging a lot of men. They think that the woman, because our great-grandparents, our grandparents themselves, and even my mom and the rest, they never loved the people they were married to. They were arranged married. And they have to stay there and bear the pain of arranged marriage and die there without talking. That's where they form this damaging word. They form it from there and say that the woman don't love, she just get used to the person, but she doesn't love. And they still say that now, especially young people saying that. They even can come up to my video right now, guys, and say this. 20-year-olds can say this. And this painful. They don't know what love is. They don't want to know what love is. They don't believe in love. And until they learn love, they can never have peace. I keep telling them this. For 5 years, I've been telling my community this. My community don't value love. They put love last. And they're choking people to use Allah when they're not even religious anyway. And they're just going crazy. They're like, marriage is just for Allah. I know marriage is for Allah, but the love and understanding is more powerful in the marriage than Allah. Subhanallah. That's the reality. It's not that I don't believe in Allah. You believe in Allah more than me. No. It's just I understand how love and marriage work more than you. The same Allah that we have to use to stay in the marriage, the same Allah give us a heart and a soul and give us a brain and give us feeling to feel. So you cannot have those feelings and those brain and those blood running in your veins that Allah give you and you take them away, put them in the bin and just take Allah and empty your blood and your brain. It doesn't work. You're still human. That's why Allah tell you have to marry someone who loves you. Is that not what Allah said? There you go. Because Allah knows that when you marry someone who don't love you, your blood and your feelings and your mind will not allow you to take that nonsense that the person is going to do. Now, some people, even if they love you, they don't know how to love and they don't love themselves. Because they don't love themselves, they're not going to love you the way you want them to love you. If they love themselves, they will respect themselves and know that I love this thing, I have to look after it. Because it's mine, I love it. It's my pen. I'm not going to put it on fire. Because if I hurt this pen, I'm hurting myself because I love this pen. So I'm not going to break it. You don't love yourself, you don't care about the pen. You throw it in the bin, break it. Some people don't know how to love you. It's not like they don't love you. It's because they don't love themselves. They don't value you because they don't value yourself. Because you belong to them now. In a way. If you're happy, they're happy. You're good, they're good. Because you're going to give them back the good. And also just you all happy, you know. Why they don't give a F about that is because they don't give a F about what the consequences of neglecting you. They don't care about the consequences, because even though the consequence is going to hurt them, they don't care because they don't love themselves to protect themselves. That's another story. Thank you so much, guys. For Allah, yes, that's the mindset. I don't know what you mean by that. It's true. They always say that. They always say that, and that's so ridiculous and insane. And they shouldn't say that at all. And until they stop saying this, we cannot have good love. A lot of us in this community. Unless you have to be awake. When you're awake, you're fine. Until then, you cannot have good love in this community. Because certain things that they say, and they make it seem so real. When they say it, they're so confident, like a 1-year-old. They're like, you have to marry a woman who loves you so much more than you love her. You have to marry a man who loves you more than you love him. Hey, this community. They cannot be patient until they find someone that, you know, that they all love each other and stuff. They can't be bothered. They're like... And if you want to be patient to find that, they're like, why are you waiting? Go and take somebody. Just use Allah and take somebody. Do you not see Allah? Use Allah and take somebody. It's not like they believe in Allah. They just lost and don't know what they're doing. But anyway, certain behavior is not like you believe in Allah. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So yeah, guys, like I said, the people that marry you and you don't love them, most of the time they know you don't love them. They're just playing along like they're crazy. They're not crazy at all. They know what they're doing. So they're going to be using you just like you're using them, you know. You have to learn how to not allow that, especially you that is young. Because the older person that don't care about the wrong they're doing, don't care about using the young people, they obviously are lost and need healing, and they're very cool and wicked, and they need healing, but they're not going to heal. Most likely they will not heal, especially when they're like over 50 and stuff. I don't know if they will heal, but everyone's talking about healing now. A lot of people know about it, but a lot of people still don't want to heal, and they don't want to hear it. Because healing is good, but it takes a lot of hard work. And it takes you sacrificing all these silly things that you're doing that can make you feel good sometimes and stuff. So a lot of people don't want to do all the hard work. They're like, who cares? You know, just enjoying life. Who cares? So they're not going to do this so-called healing, you know, and stuff. They're just going to be like... So they're just going to do whatever. So you that is young, you have to do the healing and know your self-worth. Because for you got a lot to lose than them. Because for you right now that is not healed, don't know who you are, and allowing them to sex you, you know, and touch you. Like and share the video for me, please, guys. Someone might benefit from this. You never know. It could be the person that is using the young people that might benefit, or that the young person might benefit from it. You know, the person that is young have to know their self-worth and self-value and keep themselves to themselves. Until when they're too young, they have to do that until they're grown enough, and they find someone, you know, that they love, and someone that is their age or around their age at least, and someone that is genuine and worth them having anything to do with the person. And in order to know if the person is worth you having anything to do with them, it's going to take time. It's not just you meet someone today and you're like, yeah, this person worth it. No. It's going to take time before you can 100% be sure that they're worth me having anything to do with them. You have a lot of different people that are love scammers now, and some are men, and some are not even like looking for visa or anything. It's like they need healing, and they're not going to heal. They're going to keep collecting different karmas. So they can come to even women who are on the internet, you know, and they can see, for example, that this woman needs help because she's broken or something. And they're just going to take advantage of her and lie and tell her, I like you, I love you. and just to try to, get involved with her, and they're lying, or they don't even know what they want. But they're just going to use those words. It's going to be like the key to getting into her, to have access to her. Some women too do it to some men, even if it's nothing to do with visa or anything. They do it to some men also, just to tell them that I like you, I love you, or whatever, just to have access to them. I am sure you know what I'm talking about. And they know that if the man is broken or just needs someone to talk to or something, because a lot of people now would rather be talking to some idiot than going for a walk or reading a book or sleeping. A lot of people now hate sleeping and just hate life and going crazy. Thank you so much. So they cannot sleep because they don't eat healthy, and they keep drinking and doing stupid thing that is going to distract them from sleeping, choking their brain with chemical and stuff that they shouldn't do, and their brain cannot sleep, and they're just gonna think negative as well, and just watch stuff that they shouldn't watch and do stuff that they shouldn't do and stuff, and just going crazy, and they cannot sleep. Leave them alone and go to sleep. Do not allow these people to make you not sleep. That's one thing I never allow my trauma to do, to deny me my sleep. Maybe that's why I have energy, because I sleep. I don't allow stress to keep me awake all night and going crazy. Drinking and going crazy all night, talking to people that I don't talk to, especially this man. And they're just so idiotic. A lot of them always talking about sex and going crazy. What are you wearing? What the hell? Life is going crazy, guys. They always like, what are you wearing? And just going crazy. So a lot of men don't know their self-worth themselves. They cause all this problem because they don't have a kind heart for women and feel sorry for them, and just treat them like their mother if they love their mother, that is. Treat the women like their sisters if they have sister and love them, that is. Just behave like the men they are, to love and protect this earth and humans. Some men rather buy a dog. They hate people. They rather buy a dog and, look after the dog than showing humans love and care. Because they're broken. If you're broken, email me. My email address is above. Email me. My email address is above. ameolof@gmail.com. I will help you. It's better than you going crazy, wasting your money on stupid things, or just going crazy, lying and using people. It's gonna come back to you, haunting you. When you use women because these women are broken and they need someone to talk to, and you're just talking about sex and making them lose their self-worth, making them use their private part and themselves for pleasure or in a way of coping with life. You helping them to do that by contributing to that, by lying and making them do that. It's gonna come back haunting you. Life, whatever evil thing you do, will come back haunting you. You don't know that. That's why you're not well. That's why your business is not working. That's why you're having too much stress. So many chaos happening to you because of the bad thing that you're doing to people. You're faking, using people, faking it. I don't care even if you're giving them money. They shouldn't take that money. They shouldn't do that. You know it. You know it. You know it. So why are you doing it? Leave them alone and pray for them. Tell them even that you can do better than this, sweetheart. Even if they're going to be angry, they will go and sit down and think about that. And they can use that to change their life. Rather than you just going along with it like a stupid idiot, helping them to ruin their life. You're a man. You're here to love and protect. You're not here to ruin life and ruin human nature, which is women. Women are human nature. Hello, thank you. Women are the ones that continue to bring human beings to this world. Unless if you're like Bill Gates, trying to end the world. And you don't want to end yourself. Bill Gates is trying to end the world, but he doesn't want to end himself and his family. But he's saying that there's plenty people. Why he's still alive, I don't know. How are you going to say that there's plenty people and you're alive talking about it? You should write a letter and put it down. People have to read that when you're gone. You tell people that this is plenty people in this life. I'm gone. Goodbye. I'm reducing myself, guys. Sorry, bye. That's how you should be telling people is plenty people in this world. Not telling people plenty people in this world with your cup of tea. Thinking Africa have plenty people, China have plenty people. I'll never take this vaccine. Anyway, that's another story. Thank you. Not that because I'm scared of the vaccine, but that's just how he talked even before the vaccine. So him or no. I don't think him, him is the one that created this vaccine and killing people, but I just don't like and trust the vaccine, and I don't like and trust any medicine, the vaccine or not. I'm very organic. But anyway, let's not bring the vaccine topic here right now, guys. I rather drink moringa than taking the vaccine. I rather have 10 times COVID than taking the vaccine. I'm not afraid of COVID at all. I had it last year. I'm afraid of the vaccine more than I'm afraid of COVID. 100 times COVID than the vaccine, I'll take it. Anyway, guys, let's back to this topic. So why you yourself that is going with these people who don't love you and they're lying and they're just giving you money or you want visa or whatever, why you have to stop doing that is that when you get used to using your body to get what you want, you're done. You're yourself enemy. Because it's very easy access. Yeah, your body's here. As long as you give it water and bread, it's alive. It's like a free factory. Free factory that you're using to gain stuff. Don't do that. You want more than that. And the more you use your body to get stuff, the more you're going to use your body to get stuff. And the more you're going to damage your body and your soul and your self-worth. And the more your body's crying inside, telling you, look after me. Stop doing this to me. I don't deserve this. Look after me, please. And you're like, shut up. Shut up, doing whatever you're doing, to choke your body to shut up telling you that. Hello. I don't believe the world is overpopulated. I know, right? Even in Gambia, they have lot of jungle, lot of trees to be developed. Bill Gates is like Donald Trump. They're just so rude and idiotic. Lot of the rich people, they feel like because they're rich, they're just so rude, and that they can control the world. They're looking at people that are poor like this, like, I think you should go. I think you should die. Let's build this. Let's do this. And their brain is full of cocaine and alcohol. They can't even think right. They don't know what they're doing at all. Even the poor people are more clever because their brain is original. For them, their brain is choked with China-made alcohol and stuff. And they're lying and so rude. And just sitting there with their cameras. This world is like this. I think like they're trying to be professional. They're so idiotic and not professional at all. And I don't even listen to them. When I'm listening to them, it's like I'm watching comedy, just laughing at the entire generation. Anyway. So yeah, guys. So because when you come from poor family especially, you have to learn how to love you and know your self-worth. Because the whole world will make you feel like you're nothing just because you come from poor family. Just like what I was talking about just now. So they're going to make you feel like you're nothing, and just treat you like rubbish. Especially when you come from a family that when you're young, you've been beaten and looked down at, and just looked down on and just make you feel worthless. It's hard for you to know your self-worth as an adult. This is very serious. Okay, guys? I have oil on my face. So hi. Poverty is not a crime. We just make it a crime as human nature. Because people don't respect people just because they're poor. They treat them like a piece of shit just because they're sitting under the mango tree. Bully them and make them laugh. Laugh at them. And the poor people, a lot of them, why also they accept the way people make them feel is that a lot of us are not just poor alone. We've been abused as well. And when someone go through child abuse, either it's child beating or sexual abuse or underage marriage or all this kind of poor country behavior kind of a thing, now the person, that is the crime. Let me look at you. That is the crime. I don't know. I think I should look at you here. I'm looking at myself. That is the crime. It's not because they're poor. That's the crime. No. It's the fact that they don't know their self-worth and self-value. That's the crime. And we human create that. The people that have money create that to make the people that are poor to not know their self-worth and self-value. And the people that are poor make it worse by abusing their poor children. You hearing me or you're sleeping? I am sure you're hearing me. The people that are poor, they make their own children to ruin their life when they grow up. And for their children to allow these so-called rich people to ruin their life. Because they keep beating the children. Keep sexually abusing the children. Very few of them don't do that. They do it so much that they don't want you to talk about it. When you talk about it, they're like, this person is mad. They either marry the children, sexually abuse them, or they don't have to marry them. They'll still sexually abuse them, try to trick them. The poor countries, they do that. All of these poor countries are champion of that, especially Africa. Especially the so-called Muslim ones. They're worse. And they hate it when you talk about it. Which is why it's worse, because you cannot talk about it, You just have to shut up and take it. How would you deal with generational trauma? It is very hard circle to break. You just talk about it, make awareness. Make people who are traumatized to not cause more trauma to their children or to themselves by knowing what's wrong with them. That's a good start. But the community hate it when you talk about it. Me, I'm just very stubborn. That's why I'm still talking about it. I'm not used to talking about it in English very much. Especially on this TikTok. I never talk about it in English until recently. Well, not like making live videos about it and stuff. I think I made one small English video about it when I first started TikTok. And the Gambian people, some of them were bullying me. And I stopped talking about it in English for so long. But I talk about it in English on my YouTube channel a couple of times before. And over the last 5 years, I just don't talk about it in English enough, I talk about it in my language a lot. And they call me traumatized, stressed, negative. A lot of them love and appreciate me. But a lot of them run away from me and call me these things because a lot of them are still abusing their children. Even in the ones abroad. A lot of us are like strangling our children to death abroad here. That's the reality. Beating them. Beating the hell out of them. We talk about the damage. That's how we're going to stop it. When you beat the child, beat the hell out of them. You teach them to feel sorry for themselves when they grow up. They're going to feel sorry for themselves when they grow up. I keep telling my community the damage of someone that you're beating when they're young. Serious beating like they're your enemy when they're not your enemy. They're your child. They're not your enemy. You beat them like you cannot even beat your enemy like that. Because your enemy will beat you back. You beat them for every little thing. The child will grow up feeling sorry for themselves. A child who feels sorry for themselves will not protect themselves. They will do all the wrong thing because they don't give a F about themselves and they don't give a F about life. And you teach them how to hurt themselves. Because you hurt them so many times, almost every day, bringing them up. You're hurting them every day. So they only know hurt. They don't know anything else. Their body, their soul is immune to the pain. They're addicted to the pain. They love the pain now. They have to love it. They don't have choice. You force them to love this pain when they're young. And now they grow up, continuing to hurt themselves, and you don't want it. How dare you don't like that? What do you want them to do? Did they know anything else? So when they grow up and they continue hurting themselves by marrying people that they don't love, or just being a gold digger, or getting drunk, or drugging themselves, or abusing people, abusing their soul themselves, just going crazy. You're like, why these children are doing this? Why this young generation is doing this? Oh my God. Why you did what you did. Why you did what you did. You should question that. Every single day you wake up, you should just be like, why did I do what I did? 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 That's what you should be asking. The young generation, they're just doing what you did to them. That's all they know. How you don't know that? They're doing what you did. Why are you pretending you don't know that? How you don't know that? When they're young, you every day beat them. Serious beating until they rather die. Insult them. And a lot of you sexually abuse them in the name of marriage, or just sexually abuse them randomly, married or not. So their soul is immune to the pain and the neglect. Their soul only know pain and neglect. So now they have no choice. They love the pain. Because when they're young, you force them to love this pain. How dare you don't understand this? I honestly don't get this. It makes me laugh when I see people in my community pretending that they don't know what's wrong with us. I feel like strangling them all. They choke you to get used to this pain, either you like it or not, because they're going to beat you and tell you to shut up, don't cry. And they beat you more and more every day. Even when you pee the bed, they beat you. You drop a cup, they beat you. They ask you to buy sugar and you take long, they beat you. They talk and you talk back, they beat you. When they talk worse than you anyway. They talk back at you like you're a piece of shit. Talk back at everyone around you. Teach you how to talk back. And then you talk back at them and they beat you. You lie, they beat you when they're lying in front of you every day, lying to you, even lying to everybody, and you lie, they beat you. Just beat you. Even when the other children beat you, they beat you and say that why you allow the other children to beat you. That's how much they beat you. Just teach you pain every day, teach you pain every day. And now you grow up, they say don't do pain to yourself, don't do pain to others. You have to order some new brain from China. Order new brain from China. Quickly order new brain. Take away the one I give you. What a joke this community is. So-called joking community. Let's keep going, guys. Let's just keep joking. Everyone is laughing at us. Even the Chinese are laughing at us. Especially on black people. Everyone knows our problem. Yeah, it's like that. Somali, Africa, all these third world countries. So that's why I said the third world country is not because poor. I explained all this because one of these people here commented that poverty is a crime. Poverty is not a crime. It's you inside the poverty that is the crime. Your way of behavior is the crime. If you can bring up your children without the trauma, your poverty will end soon. But you can never do that. I know a lot of these women are doing this. It's not like they're just wicked. It's because it's done to them and they don't have the knowledge I have now. Probably if I was still under the mango tree, I would be like them. So I should thank God that I escaped the mango tree all these years. And the fact that I don't have a husband all these years makes me read, makes me think, makes me get in knowledge, makes me research about my culture and what's the problem with my culture and the damage of what they're doing. And the fact that I'm not just numbing my pain the wrong way this whole time, like drinking, dancing, having sex with men, trying to run away from the pain the wrong way. I'm not doing that this whole time. I rather run to the right direction and research and, try to know why this pain is there and how to end it and how to end it, for the whole community and the damage of what they're doing. I research about it. They want me to talk my language. I I research about this all the time, all these years, you know, and anytime there was a time my trauma was dragging me the wrong side. Like, Amy, come here and drink alcohol and dance. Don't worry, Amy, everything will be fine. Come and drink alcohol and dance, Amy. But I was like, there was a time I was like, yes, let's do this. But I was like, you know, and just like, I like saved myself from it, which I'm very proud of, by the way, which is why I talk about it sometimes. For people who are lost, to save themselves. You have to save yourself. No one is going to save you. When you don't know yourself, what? People that are going to use you are going to come to you. Sometimes they come in a form of love, especially when they're old, like I said. They know you don't love them. They know you're lost, but they're wicked. So they have what you need when it's like money. And you have what they need. So it's like you're buying drugs or alcohol or whatever, you know, exchanging. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like and share. I'm going to end the topic soon, and anyone want to come can come. I'm going to finish my own part of the topic soon. So the people that are going to use you, like using the name of so-called love to have access to you, are going to do that. Because they know you don't know yourself what. And they're not going to help you. Human beings, you have kind people, but you have a lot of people that are not kind. It's been like this from day one. And they come in all kind of, you know, like way. So some will marry you when you're young because they know that you come from a community that will allow that, and they love that you're young. And some will marry you when you're not even young, when you're like a young adult. Like what happened to me. I experienced both. I experienced someone take advantage of me because I was young. And my community don't know my word and don't know their word, which is why they're still doing that. And that person married me for nothing, by the way, free. And then I become a young adult and marry myself by allowing an old Scottish guy to marry me, who came to my country to look for a young wife. That's what he come there for, just to look for a young wife. And he met me, and I was 24, and I did not know my word. Because of what I've been through and the community I am. And I agreed to marry him when I hate his gut. Just like the way I hate the first old guy. The slight difference was that for him, he was like very nice and kind and telling me I'm beautiful and stuff. And I know that a visa is going to come up here. So when I think about the visa, I'm thinking when I get here, I'll have a life. I was excited, but when I get here, my ass is like, okay, Amy, just because you're here doesn't mean that you're going to have a life. You know that. I was like, okay. And then I look at the life and look at myself and see other people who are still practicing this lack of self-love and self-value, devaluing themselves here for money. When I saw that, I had to back out, guys. I have no choice. I'm like, okay. So now I have this childhood trauma and it's following me. Doesn't matter where I go, it's going to be with me. I thought when I came here, I would just be like a new person and all my trauma will go and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, UK, here I come, you know. Just enjoy life, going to work, coming home, and just like be like a new person. And it doesn't work like that. When I come here, my trauma was worse because the fact that the person who brought me here, I didn't love him. And he kicked me out because I was refusing sex and just looking for excuse to not have sex and stuff. You know, what happened to me is good in a way because it forced me to protect myself. I learned how to protect myself from men. That's one thing that I love about what happened to me. What happened to me made me love myself, forced me to love and protect myself. Because what happened to me made me understand that my body deserves men who I don't love. So I developed this system of refusing sex to men that I don't love. From men that was marrying me when I was young, to this older guy that married me and brought me here, I was doing the same thing to him, refusing sex. I don't tell him no, but I will create headache, create period, create sore tummy, create malaria, create everything. So the moment he saw that, he was like, you don't love me, you're going. So he could kick me out of his house within 3 months of arriving in this country. And I met the children dad, who is also one of the worst experience in my life, who was also using me for visa and in a very wicked way, subhanallah. I don't like to talk about him much because I love my children. But he did what he did. My friends know his story and stuff. So, and I was like alone after I left the children that couple of years after. I was alone and my trauma hit me so bad. And I look at life. I look at myself. I look at the things that my trauma make me do, you know, and the things that my trauma is gonna lead me to if I don't fight back. Because after I see that now that I'm in the UK, I still have to continue to go for people that I don't want because of money or what. Or I have to learn how to love and respect myself or what. I live in UK, Scotland. Thank you. So I have to then learn how to love and value myself in order for me not to continue, you know, like what I started, which is losing myself for money or for whatever, you know, or for visa. The visa is like money, yeah. When I saw other people, when I saw other women and know exactly what they're doing, I just have to run back. I'm like, woo, I don't want this. And that's when I start learning about self-love and self-healing and self-value to add to what I already have. Because I already have this. If I did not have it, I was not even gonna see that as something that I don't want to do. I'll just do it, you know, just like. But I have that a little bit at least. That's how I managed to see that. So when I research about self-love and self-value, and I research more and do more reading and researching, and I find out how my childhood trauma and my underage marriage make me not know my self-worth and make me bring my ass to Scotland even for the first place. Not knowing my self-worth is how I get to Scotland, guys. Was learning to love yourself a long journey. Yeah, it's a long journey, and it's not a long journey. It's complicated because why I say that is that I never have problem of hating myself, you know, like hating myself. Like some people, I see some people making videos saying I hate myself or just I hate my body and just crying and stuff like this. I wasn't like that. Subhanallah. For me, it was just like I did not know myself what, you know, like I just, and I feel sorry for myself a lot as well because of what happened to me. And feeling sorry for yourself is one of the worst things you can do, by the way. You have to, you know, stop doing that if you're doing that. It can be very damaging sometimes, but we're just human. Sometimes things happen and we feel sorry for ourselves, yeah. But if you're just feeling sorry for yourself deeply, you know, when you're alone and stuff like this, and just, you know, wishing that whatever happened didn't happen and stuff like this, can be very damaging. Depend if this thing that happened is something that you did yourself or something that is done to you. It's both very extremely damaging. And it's something that anyone that, you know, is going through it should learn. Like I said, my email address is on the above. If anyone want to learn, you know, and heal with me, I'm still healing. I'm not completely healed yet, but I'm almost there. I know it, the way I think, the way I behave, I can tell it. I am still emotional, especially when I'm talking about my community problem and trauma that they create for young people and women. But the rest, like the things that, you know, that a broken person do, like drinking or allowing stupid idiot men to use you. A lot of these men will lie and be like, I love you, and even buy you flower or give you a gift. Who cares about the gift? You're more important. They know that, but they're just playing along like a fool, like just give you gift. Let's go to restaurant. You want this perfume? You want this? I hate it. They're so evil. A lot of these men know that a lot of women are broken now, and they're just like, hello, beautiful. I can't sleep. You're so beautiful. I love you. I like you. Yeah. And a lot of them don't even know what love is. A lot of them are so broken, by the way. Lot of these men are worse broken than the women. You don't know that? They should contact me. They need healing. All the broken men, contact me. My email address is on the above. You need healing. These women, you're going using them, for happiness and for your coping mechanism. What's the English word? It's not going to heal you. It's only going to give you karma. Leave them alone and contact me. You need to heal. Not going on women to break them more, make them more broken because they don't know their self-worth. And you're taking advantage of that. Making them go naked or do stuff, or drinking or just abuse their ass. Leave them alone. It's gonna haunt you. If you were a broken woman, you will not want that done to you. Leave them alone and pray for them. Tell them you're worth more than this. Sweetheart, you're worth more than this. That's what you should tell them, and then leave them. Tell them, I think you should change your lifestyle. You're worth more than this. You can do better. You're beautiful, intelligent, and smart. I am sure you can do better than this. You deserve better life than this. That's going to be hard to tell them that. But tell them that. They will sit down and think about it. That can change their life. Because when someone is broken and they're doing the wrong thing, they're not going to have anyone that can tell them that, because they run away from everyone that is telling them that. This is the problem. So they're gonna only be with people who are broken like them and call it fun or living my life or I don't care or whatever. They give it a name, So you tell them that as a man. Tell them that. I don't care if they're under the mango tree in Africa and you're using them, sending them money and doing idiotic stuff with them on the phone or whatever. Tell them, you know what, I want to stop doing this. And I think you're better than this. I shouldn't do this with you either. I feel bad. I think you're better than this. You're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're smart. You can be a better woman than this. Go and sleep. I think you should tell them that. That's going to change their life. Yes. A lot of women don't love themselves. And they go to these men, these so-called men that give them this fake love just to use them for their own interest. So the woman can make them feel good as well, Because when they tell the woman, some men are idiotic. They need healing. They even want this woman to beat them and stuff. Or they swear at me. Do this to me. What the hell? They're insane. Why did they want this woman to do this to them? If they're not insane. They need healing. And they should contact me. That's what they should do. Email me. My email address is on the above. Pay me. I'm not expensive. I charge like £25 per hour. I'm going to give you a section, healing section. If you are a drug addict or you hate yourself as a man or you don't like your life or you have guilt and regret, so many things that make you do this idiotic stuff, email me so I can help you heal that. That's what you should do. Not going with women and using them for so-called coping mechanism, whatever coping mechanism is. Can't say the English word. Thank you, Ami. Some women have nerve and don't have, I don't know if that's nerve, by the way. I think so. Don't know what love is because their father don't teach them or show them. I don't think the father thing is always the problem. I don't have my father in my life too, because my dad, when he was married to my mom, he hardly spent time with us because he wasn't with us all the time. But also they finished when I was still young. And also this underage married thing. I hardly even have time with my mom or my dad growing up because of this underage married thing. And due to poverty and other things. So we don't have our dad in our life, kinda. Me and my sisters and my brother. But I don't think that's the only case. I think it's just people using that for... People use the wrong thing now to make their trauma worse or to make their life more difficult. You don't know that? Like me, the fact that I don't have my father in my life and stuff doesn't bother me. Meghan Markle don't have... Well, the moment dad finished... President Obama don't have his dad in his life. Did that make him a bad father? I don't think so. Lot of great men don't have their father in their life. Lot of great women don't have their father in their life. Their father die or they finish or whatever. Who cares? I think we should stop using that father excuse. It's gonna make a lot of women to stay in the bad marriage because they think if they go that their children will be ruined, and that's not the truth. You, as long as you give the children the love and care and protection they need, they will be fine. You just don't have to abuse them. The only thing you don't have to do is to traumatize them by overbeating them, traumatize them by sexually abusing them. That's what you have to not do. But if they don't have the father in their life, either the father is dead or he just get to, like abandon them and being an idiot. You just learn to be there for the children in the clean way. Don't teach them to use men for money. Don't teach them to live a life a wrong way. Teach them how to live a honest, clean life. And don't traumatize them. That's all you need to do. And don't keep telling them, your father is not your life. Oh, your father is not in your life. Your father is not in your life. Don't keep telling them that every day to make them think that that's going to traumatize them. Lot of people allow that to traumatize them. The fact that the so-called father is not in their life. Who cares? Some fathers die from car accident or something. And what happened to the children? Nothing. I have to go and get water, guys. I cannot stay without water, and I've been here without water. I'm going to go soon anyway, or allow anyone to come in if they want. I know, but children need both. No, they don't need it. It's not like they need it like the way people making the children to need it. That's the reality. A lot of great people here grow up without the parents. What about parents that die? When the child is young, one of the parents die or something, or even both. You're going to make those children to make that a problem. I saw people who grow up without any of the parents or one parent, and they're better than someone who grew up with both parents. They're more kind and loving. They know their self-worth more than this other person. They behave more than this other person. That's the reality. Certain things in the society, we're using it the wrong way. Even scientists, they come up and say certain study is wrong. Certain things we're using it the wrong way. Some children, this might affect them, especially if they're with the mom and dad, and the dad was a so-called good father to them. Because to me, a good father should be a good father for the mother too, not just for the child. If the mother is good, because I know some mothers also are nightmare, but if you have a woman who loves you, you cannot just be good to your children and not good to your wife. That's hypocrisy, but anyway. That's not good father. A good father should be a good husband and good father, or a good man to the woman or whatever, if they love the woman and the love was real. Anyway, but this so-called good father to the children alone, but not good father to the mother, if the marriage or the relationship finished because the woman was not good, because the man was not good, that's what I mean. Then, if they just good to the children and not good to the woman, and the marriage finished or the relationship finished because they're not good to the woman, then they weren't good enough, because they will be good to both of them if the love was real. But a lot of love are not real because people quickly get people pregnant immediately they meet before they even know each other and stuff. That's another story. So what happened is, a lot of people use the fact that the children that are not there and saying that the children need both parents. They use it to keep the woman to stay in the bad relationship, especially in the black community and other communities too. But I think the children that might be affected for this is the children that maybe the dad was there and be very good. Yes, let's go back to that. If the dad was very good the whole time, he's just a very good man to the children the whole time, and now he's not there for the children anymore, maybe the children will miss him, That might affect them a little bit for a while. And that can fade away if you're a good mother to them and you know what to do. That can fade away. They'll get used to it. Human mind is amazing. We get used to everything. I'm telling you guys, you can get used to anything. We're human. We have amazing mindset, an amazing mind that can change and switch. But for the most part, a A lot of children and even adults are sad by this and ruin their life by this. They have time. They don't have real life issues to deal with. That's why they have problem with their father not being there. Who cares? People's fathers die in a car accident or their mother die. So if your father is not there, who cares? You have a mother. You just love your mother and stay with them. And raise yourself, discipline yourself to have a good man. For the most part, when the woman disciplines herself, she's going to have a good man that is going to love her more than a so-called father will love her. If she disciplines herself, for the most part, she will have that man. So if you want a man love, genuine man love, not so-called sex love, so-called money love, genuine man love, because you want a father, just discipline yourself and you will have a good man. Ooh, my eye is itchy, this eyelash thing. But don't use men and sexing them, and just them sexing you because you don't have a father. You're like, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. That's not gonna help you. I don't have my father in my life. I don't respect men. You don't respect men. That's why you just having sex with them like a stupid idiot, and they're gonna use you like a stupid idiot, and they're stupid idiot themselves and everything. That's not gonna help you. So that's just gonna make the thing worse for you and for the society, the community that you're teaching that. Don't you think so? So what you're gonna do is, you don't have a father who love you, or you don't have a father in your life or whatever. You look for an old man who you know that can be your father, and you just look at him like a father. Even if he does videos, some old men do video now to be a father for people that don't have father. You just call them father, treat them like a father. Learn how to love yourself. For the most part, it's not like we don't have a father and we don't have stuff, that's why we're angry. No, it's just we don't have love. But the amazing thing about this is that this love, you have to get it from people or you give it to yourself. Because even if you get it from people and you don't give it to yourself, you cannot really feel it. The fact that you're lacking it is going to block you from receiving it, taking it properly and respect it. So give it to yourself. It's easy. Just keep doing the right thing to yourself. You cannot love yourself and you're doing the wrong thing. Like drinking, having sex with people, doing yourself like a stupid idiot. How are you going to value yourself when you're treating yourself like you're nothing? Your soul don't want what you're doing, but you're choking your soul to want it. Your soul is natural. It doesn't want it. It knows that it doesn't want different blood and different people going in it like a stupid idiot. So you have to stop this thing that you're doing to yourself if you want to love yourself. All of the wrong things. Sex, especially with multiple partners, multiple people, or one person who don't deserve you, who is stupid idiot, treating you like a piece of shit, and you're giving them yourself, is going to make you hate yourself more. If someone don't deserve you, do not have sex with them. Cut it. Tell them to get to hell. Do not have sex with anyone who don't deserve you. I don't care if they're married to you and they treat you like a piece of shit. Tell them to get to hell. I don't care they're good in bed. Who cares? You're better than that. Would you marry a man younger than you and he don't have children? I don't know. That's complicated. Depends how young the man is, and if the man want me to have children, I don't know. It's not like I'm doing anything, like I've done anything to stop me from having children, but I don't take anything for years because I don't have sex. So I don't take anything to stop me from having children or nothing. So I think I can have children if I want to again right now, if I do like raw sex, but I don't know. I think if I get pregnant now, I'll have a heart attack. Hope not, but I'll faint because I'll be so scared. Like, I'm pregnant again. Is this man gonna? Guys, I have to go soon. My phone is not charged. I think if I'm pregnant again from a man, even if I love the man, I'll just faint because I'll be scared thinking is this man good? Especially if I don't know him enough, like if I know him like within 2 years and I get pregnant. But I don't know. It's a complicated question. If the man is too young for me, too young, I don't know. I never been with someone younger than me like that. I'm not used to that. I don't know. I cannot really answer that question because, to be honest, some people can be younger than you and they really love you genuinely and you guys can really be together. But depend how you look yourself. If you're bubbly like me, I am not young, I'm 41, but I have a like really lively personality, to be honest, like a young lively personality. I have this naturally. I don't know if it's because what I've been through, so I guess I can go with someone that I'm little older than. 35, I think that's not too bad, but I don't know, that's mean I'm 6 years older than you. Yeah, some people married to people that are older than them, about that age. I have a friend who is like more than 6 years older than her husband and they're happy for years. Well, I hope they're happy. They're together for years. Here in Scotland. And they're both black people, both of them are. So yeah, it's like that. Sometimes you're right. It depends on the environment. Yes, sweetheart. It depends on the environment. And we have to make awareness of this. Lot of people, their life is ruined, especially the young people, because they don't have a father. And people telling them, it's because you don't have a father, especially America. In my country, we don't talk like that. In Africa, but most of the time in America, they're like, oh, because they're lacking father in their life, they keep making a lot of people's life miserable, and a lot of fathers don't want to be there for the children. What do you want the children to do, and the mothers? And people in Africa, they don't care about this. That's why it doesn't harm them. They don't even talk about it. They just like, a lot of people grow up with no fathers. Their fathers died or whatever, since World War I and II. And just car accidents or whatever, just dying, or whatever, So what do you want all those children to do? Those children that their father died, you want them to not be happy because their father died and carry on into their adult life. Yes, it is difficult if the dad is alive and well and still not involved and can have an impact on the kids. No, it's only gonna have an impact on the kids if the kids allowed it and the kids' mother allowed it, I think. That's all. Lot of fathers are like my children dad, who are alive and well and don't want to be in the children life. For the most part, for my case, it's because the children dad is not happy that I don't want him back, the way I reject him and his behavior. Here, I will reject him till I die. Never I want anything to do with that man ever again, especially him touching me. I'd rather die than that man touch me again. So because I used to love him and I used to give him all the love in the world, and he was abusing the love I gave him, when I just leave him, he couldn't understand it. He couldn't believe that I can just unlove him, or whatever the word is, like stop the love, like a car that is broken, like just stop, like the engine is just off. No matter how much you on it, it's never going to be on again. He couldn't get it when I stopped loving him because of his own behavior. He was thinking I'm like those African women that take every nonsense from the man, he's cheating and just neglecting the hell out of you, or whatever the word is. And you're like using Allah to cry, or just using culture and Allah to die, or look for juju and cry. He couldn't get it when that I'm not like that. And he doesn't like it, So he just don't want to continue being a nice man, after I finish with him. He couldn't do it. He just like paying me back. He was like, I'll sue you. You regret this. That's how he told me it. And that's why he still, after a few years, he so-called come back for me to take him back calling. I was like, hell no. And then he continued abandoning my entire generation again. But for me, it's not affecting my children because I don't even I think I'm lucky because they don't really know him, because I finished with him when they were so young, And also they weren't living with, he wasn't living with us because he was in Africa then. But I think for some people, it's just also the fact that they keep, I don't know. It's the fact that community keeps saying this. Community, there's certain word that they have to stop saying. That's the word I'm looking for. Just like the way I'm telling you that my community has a lot of words that they have to stop using. People have, I don't use those words. I use them, but hardly ever. Ami, you did a video with Hadi Conte 4 years ago and you tell about your story in Facebook. Yes, that happened. What about that? Why do men do that? They cut all ties with the mother and children That makes no sense with me. They do that because it's their way of revenging, but they don't know that in life, when you do something wicked and painful to humans, it's gonna come back to you. Especially if those humans are close, or they're your own children who you bring to this earth. They're yours. And you're making them suffer or have pain. Or somebody who was loving you, especially if the love was genuine, the woman was not a gold digger or nothing. She loved you genuinely and you hurt her feelings, you make her pregnant, and now you abandon her with the children. It's gonna come back haunting you. That's why a lot of men, their businesses cannot work, their life cannot be happy, their life cannot be perfect, and even the children that they have with the other woman, most of the time the karma will haunt them and haunt the children, because karma can haunt you and your children, sadly. Some people, their children suffering because their children suffering a karma that they did to their other children. That's the reality. And this is so unfair. But I see it in my community a lot. So all you have to do, you as a mother, because my phone is going to die and I don't want to charge it, I want to go. All you have to do, you as a mother, is to keep being strong for your children. Keep staying away from all the wrong things. Keep focused, keep eating healthy, drink water, look after yourself. Keep waiting for the right man who deserves you. But keep trying, keep giving men a chance, but protect yourself. Don't allow men to chuck you like you're a piece of, whatever they're using. No. Keep yourself. Look after yourself. Still believe in love. Don't give up. Don't follow the man. You can follow him if you want, but I don't follow my children that try to force him to look after the children or try to argue with him. I don't do that. I just leave him alone like he doesn't exist. And leave him with my karma. I know my karma will deal with him for me. 100%. Because I was with him with my wholehearted. With a wholehearted, what's the English word? I was with him wholeheartedly. Yes, that's the right English word. All my friends know that. And I used to be a good wife who listened to him, call him even and ask him, what shall I do? Even though he was there, he was telling me what to do here. And my friends laughing at me, telling me, why are you asking him what to do? He's there, he doesn't know. I'm like, he's my husband still. Not knowing that he was taking advantage of me, like I'm just a stupid fool or what. It's a long story, but this lack of love and this lack of knowing your self-worth is why people marrying people the wrong reason. Marrying them or using them in general for money or using them to make themselves happy. It's just because the both people don't know themselves, don't know their self-worth. Sometimes it's both of them that are doing it, and sometimes it's one person who don't know themselves and their self-worth. Should spare time to talk about wives. Some are terrible. Yeah, I know. Just this one is for both, to be honest. This video is for both. It's for people that love people. People that use love to scam people. People that use love to ruin people's life because they don't know their self-worth. They don't know who they are. And this can be the person that is the victim. It's not all victims are victims. Especially when they're old. And they're going for young people that don't love them. They're not the victim. They're using the young person for, to gain. And the young person don't know their self-worth. So this video is for that. And for people also who just use I love you or I like you to make themselves feel good. Because they know you're broken, you don't know your self-worth. You're going to allow them. So they're using you to be happy, texting or whatever, calling. And they're lying. Some of them are even married and they lie that they're not married. I got that done to me too. A lot of women go through that. So we have to talk about these things, So I'm going to go, guys, because my phone is not charged. And I'm done with this video. I want to open the lines, but then I'll be here all day. You cannot see it on Facebook. You have to go and ask Hadi about that. She's the one that did that video, not me. It's a long time ago. You have to go and ask Hadi about it, not me. I don't have that video. I did it on Hadi's platform. But I did a couple of interviews, not just at Hadi. I did one with Fatoumata Rahman Koka, and I did one with Gambian Talent TV. And I had one which I explained all my story not long ago on my YouTube channel. I explained all my story in one of the videos not long ago, a few days ago, and it's on my YouTube channel. But it's English though. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go. So if anyone says you speak too much fact and wisdom, thank you. Alhamdulillah. Or al baraka, I don't know. Allahumma barik. What is this word? Can't pronounce it. This was a very good life, says. My Allah grant you everything good in this world and next. I mean, oh, thank you, you too, and everyone else. So yeah, guys, if anyone want me to talk to them, like they're going through some sort of trauma, or they have some sort of addiction, or they just don't know how to have peace and be happy. No one is a master of having peace and happiness, because life comes with situations, you know. You just have to know how to not sink into those situations and stay long in there. You have to know how to jump out of them, you know. Because for some of us, the situation is going to keep coming, depend on who we are and the type of environment we are in and our life situation. And for some of us, it comes once in a while. So you just have to know how to not stay in them, you know, and sink into them. You have to know how to jump out and keep living life, you know. So yeah, you can email me. My email address is above. I do give people section like 1 hour or even 2 hours if you want. I only ask for £25. My sections are not expensive, and you can either contact me for if you just want someone to talk to and laugh, or you want advice or ideas on how to quit something that you're addicted to, or how to begin your self-love journey and self-worth journey, how to know who you are and look after your body and your soul. Protect yourself on this earth. How to know that. Contact me. I'll give you ideas on how I started mine and what I'm doing. I'm not expert. I just have experience of healing my own self by myself with no therapy, no nothing. For the most part, you don't need therapy. There's books all over the world now. Knowledge all over the world now is more than any therapy. You just have to learn and pay attention to things, you know, and you shall get there. Sometimes you're going to fall out, but you're going to keep coming back. Inshallah, we shall get there, guys, and thank you for watching. Sorry, did people pay you for that? Yes, you have to pay £25. I charge £25. Yeah, I have people, I have clients, but my clients are American. I have Black Americans, couple of Black Americans in the past that I helped or help in their healing journey. And I also have Senegalese. Even right now, 2 of my current clients, they're Senegalese. I see them. One of them I see every month, and one of them is every week. The Gambians, I've not have any Gambian that I coach. Some just call me and be like, I want to talk to you about something. I know you say you charge money for this, but can I just talk to you? And then I'll come back to you about the payment and stuff. Just like, I just need someone to talk to. And I'll be like, okay. So I try to give them little time to talk to them, but then it's complicated because it's not like I'm coaching them. But I've not coached a Gambian yet. I don't want to call it coach. I just call it section, you know, whatever you call it. But so the sections are going to be either WhatsApp or Zoom call or even Facebook call. If you don't want me to see you, I don't have to see you. If you don't want to call also, we can talk with messaging. But I've never done the messaging one. But I did Zoom call and Facebook call and WhatsApp call. So I can like talk to you. If you don't want me to see your face or know who you are, it's fine. You know, I don't have to. And even if you don't want to tell exactly what happened to you, you can just tell where you are. And I will have idea of why you are there and what you want change. If you tell me where you are and where you want to go or what you want to change, I will know exactly why you are there. Most of the time I will know. Or I will know what to do, like where you're gonna start from. I will know what direction to give you. And I can continue coaching you. Like keep checking on you every week or something for if you need improvement on things or whatever, you know. And we can heal together. Like I said, no one is an expert of life. You just have to be honest and be ready to deal with the things that you have to deal with. You cannot keep ignoring life and what's happening with you, you know. Wolof, they want me to talk Wolof. Video bi day nekk pour Olof. Damay wax nit ñi rek ne ku buggu pour nga bind ma pour nga wax ak man because danga xam naqar wala danga xam yokkane nga bëgg koy waxat nang ma email sama email bang ci kaw. Loolu laa doon wax nit ñi. Maa ngi dem guys. I have to go guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time inshallah. I'm going to do a small video just now and post it to tell people that they can book me if they need section to talk to someone about something or if they just want to laugh or whatever. Right guys, have a good day and I'm gonna see you guys again soon inshallah. I pray that we should all learn how to know our self-worth and self-value and cut this crap of lack of self-love and self-value. It have big consequences for us and the community. Although I know a lot of us are not being taught to have self-love and self-value, but we can create that now, and that's the reason for this video. And yeah, thank you, and I'm gonna see you guys next time inshallah. Bye. Have a good day guys. Bye bye.